The man had just picked up a baby girl on the road. Unexpectedly, the moment the baby saw him, she announced that he was about to die. The man was stunned for a moment, not knowing who was speaking. Just then, the baby spoke again, predicting the road ahead would collapse in 3 seconds. The man and his eldest son heard this clearly. They finally realized they could understand the baby's thoughts, but they were confused. The road was newly built and shouldn't collapse. In the next second, just as they were hesitating, the highway in front of them actually caved in. The father and son instantly understood that the baby girl had saved their lives. This realization thrilled them. The man immediately decided to take her home and adopt her. When the baby heard she would be adopted by the richest man in the city, she was overjoyed. But when they arrived at the mansion, the baby sensed that the fortune of this family was off. Just as she was wondering why, the family's adopted daughter appeared. The baby immediately knew something was wrong. She could feel a demon system inside the girl, one that specialized in draining people's luck and life force. She immediately warned her new father and eldest brother about this. She told them not to get too close to the adopted daughter, or their luck would be drained away. At first, the two men were skeptical, but when the adopted daughter walked over and held the eldest son's arm, his company's stock instantly dropped by 5%. The eldest son was still confused until his phone buzzed with a notification. He checked it and saw that the stock had indeed fallen. He began to realize the baby was right and quickly pulled his arm away from the adopted daughter. To test it further, he deliberately moved his phone closer to her. Unexpectedly, the stock price plummeted again. At that moment, the eldest son was terrified and quickly fled the scene. Soon after, the second son walked over. The moment the baby saw him, she revealed his fate. She said the second son was about to be killed by the adopted daughter. It turned out the adopted daughter was placing a cursed charm in his room at that very moment. Her goal was to murder him and steal all his savings. The second son was half believing, but just to be safe, he decided to check his room. Unexpectedly, he ran right into the adopted daughter there. He immediately sensed something was wrong and rushed to his bed to search. It wasn't long before he found a small pouch. He opened it and was shocked to see a cursed charm inside, designed to absorb his fortune. The second son was furious, but just as he was about to confront her, his father called for a family meeting. The father announced that the baby girl was now their new sister. The eldest and second sons were both delighted because they knew she was their little lucky star. The adopted daughter, however, gritted her teeth in anger. At that very moment, the baby suddenly spoke again. She warned that their third brother was being ambushed by a group of reporters. If they were even a step too late, he would be forced to jump from a building to his death. Hearing this, the entire family immediately rushed out to save him.